ratchet right now, and I'm just gonna put that out there first. So you know, if my appearance is so disgusting to you, then I would suggest that you like turn the phone around or something because I want you to hear this word. And I've been trying to get it recorded all this morning and yesterday, but something just keep interrupting or you know. But I'm gonna try it again. What I want to teach on right now is a verse in the Bible that says, "What fellowship does light have with darkness?" Now, there's a lot to this verse, and it's a lot. It's very personal to me because I'm gonna say this first that I have anxiety, and I have had anxiety for some years now, many years. Maybe been dealing with it for about 10 years, maybe a little longer. Um, and what anxiety is it's like a feeling of fear or a feeling of worrying, that just comes over you. Um, Sometimes people experience anxiety attacks or panic attacks. Panic attacks are a lot worse. It's what it sounds like your body goes into panic, heart rate increases. Sometimes you get tunnel vision. You feel like you can't breathe, sweating. Anxiety attacks are more so a little more subtle than that, I've dealt with both of them. I'm a disabled veteran of the military, of the U.S. Army, and I've been diagnosed with panic disorder. So and then I receive a disability pension for it. So I'm saying all that just to let y'all know, like I really have it. I'm not one of the people that say, "Oh, I got anxiety," but I've never been diagnosed with it. Like I've been diagnosed with it. I take medicine for it and all that. And I'm saying that because I'm trying to explain what anxiety is and what it does. And like I said, it's when it's just an anxiety attack, it's most like a fear of something, or like a worrying about something, yeah, tightness in the chest. Some people say you feel like you have a ball in your throat, and I felt that before. You feel like you have trouble breathing sometimes. It's a lot with it, and it's a real disease. Now, like at one point in the Bible, Jesus says either this person has a evil spirit or you have a demon. You can Google that. Either they have an evil spirit or they have a demon. And so a lot of these diseases that people have or conditions people have, sometimes we don't know whether that's a evil spirit or a mental illness, like seizures. A lot of people say that seizures based on the description of what the kid had in the Bible. It sounds like seizure is an evil spirit, but I can't say myself which one is which. There's so many mental diseases out there. But again, remember, like I say, God has not given us a spirit of fear. Um, and what fellowship does light have with darkness, right? Okay. Now, normally my medication, my anxiety pills, I get like a 30 pill bottle, 30 count, you know. Um, those 30 pills usually last me a whole year, over a year. Since this virus has started, I've been popping my pills like twice a day, you know. Um, Normally, whenever I'm having anxiety attacks, it normally lasts about 3 days. I normally take one pill a day for about 3 days, and I'm good again for another month, couple months, whatever. But this time around, it's been different because of this virus. I've been, like I said, I've been popping two a day, and so it's been on me. It's been affecting my anxiety. Now, when I pray, I normally, and this is something I normally don't talk to people about because Jesus say go in your prayer closet. The Bible talks about the secret place. I don't like to try to discuss my prayer life with people, but I will when it's a matter of teaching or a matter of testimony. So I'm gonna say that normally I pray for an hour a day. You know, for the most I try to. Since this thing has started, I've been praying 2 hours a day. I'm working on three now. Uh, I've been in the Word more. I've been watching preachers and stuff on YouTube more. I've been talking about the Word more. I've been testifying more. I've been preaching more. I've been teaching more. My house is growing so much closer to God right now. And I'm saying that, remember, what fellowship does light have with darkness? Now, I'm saying that again because I need to say this too. Now, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you have a trophy, and say you clean that trophy once a year. You clean it, you got your rag, you wipe it down, you know, your rag all dirty when you're done, trophy all shiny, right? Well, let's say that same trophy, say you started cleaning it once a day. So you clean that trophy once a day, you're gonna start noticing every speck of dust that fall on that trophy because you're cleaning it more. So that's how it is in your with the spirit. When you spend more time with God, you notice more things spiritual. You see, I was listening to a preacher the other day, and when his video was over with, I was feeling good. You know, anxiety gone. But then I started watching another video. You know how on Facebook you watch one video, another video pops up. Um, Another video popped up about this dude that was like, I think it was a dude pretending to be a female and cursing and acting like he wanted to fight. So I started looking at it because I thought I was going to see a fight. And normally I look at this kind of stuff on YouTube and Facebook all the time. You know, I'm quick to jump on World Star and watch a fight. You know, but after I watched that preacher and I felt so good, and then I ended up watching this other video of foolishness. It's like that feeling just went away immediately, and I realized because I'm more in tune with my spirit, because the last week or so I've been more in tune with the spirit. I've been operating more in the spirit. I'm noticing things that my spirit don't need. You see, we'll live our lives and live a certain way and do certain things that's not a God, and it don't affect our spirit, or we just we don't feel it affecting our spirit because we're not in tune with our spirit. But when you start living a more holy life and start spending more time in God's presence, then you start noticing little things that don't belong in your spirit. And I'm telling you this from experience. And this is what the Bible means when it say, what fellowship does light have with darkness? Now fellowship means like, you know, you're working together, or friendship, or you know, you have a common interest. You know, that's what the definition of fellowship is. We know that God and the devil ain't friends. Now, you know, Jesus will instruct us to go to the sinners and show them the way. But to hang out with them, to share their interests, you know, if it's something like, you know, football, yeah, we both like football, you know, that's cool. But when it comes to us fellowshipping like we have the same common goal, we don't have the same goal. You know, my goal is to get to heaven. Your goal might be something else. You know that's not your goal. You know what I mean? A heathen, a person who doesn't believe on God, a person who's not seeking God, their goal is not to get to where I'm trying to get. So basically, anything that's not of God is of the devil, and that's something that we don't want to accept. But that's something that is hard for us to differentiate. Is that if it's not of God, it's of the devil. Look at the media. Right now, the media is operating in fear. You won't hear anybody on the media too much saying we need to pray or anything like that. There, every time I look at the news, I feel anxiety. God has not given us a spirit of fear. Right now, what's happening in the world is creating fear. And when you operate in fear, you're not operating in God. So my message today is we have to clean up our spirit. We have to get closer to God in order to be able to clean up our spirit. Right now, and we've all been preaching this, that right now the time is for us to get closer to God, to be in our houses praying. I'm so tired of hearing preachers uh, putting down people for being afraid. You know, of course we're not supposed to fear, but sometimes fear will come over you. So my video today is to try to show people how to escape the fear, because I'm telling you, I'm battling with it right now. I'm not here to tell you I'm not afraid. Nah, 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 nah. That's how I felt at first. And I even made a couple videos about it. And when I look at those videos, that fear goes away. Anytime I hear a preacher preaching the word of God, the fear goes away. Anytime I pray, the fear goes away. Anytime I talk about God, the fear goes away. So it's a spirit. It's a spirit. God has not given us the spirit of fear. It's a spirit, man. And God created it, but He doesn't give it to us. That's not how He operates. He doesn't operate in that. I don't know if that's one of those spirits that fell from heaven when there was the war, or what, you know. But that spirit is not from God. It does not operate like, you know, that's not how God works. God works in love, you know, faith, uh, but not in fear, not in fear. So the only way for us to fight that fear is for us to pray, or stay in the Word, or or listen, you know, listen to other preachers, you know, receive the Word. You know what I'm saying? Um, get in God's presence. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to, you have to pray. I have to get on my knees. I have to come sit in my secret place and pray for an hour. And I'm trying to do that like 3 times a day. And when we start doing that, start seeking God, that's when it starts becoming easier to turn from your wicked ways. You know what I'm saying? You can't just up and stop doing bad things. It's so hard, man. You need help from God to do those things, you know? So it all starts with seeking God. Seek God. We need to get in our place, in our secret place, and start talking to Him. That's where it's all gonna begin at. That's the main thing. Get in there and start talking to God. Start talking to God. Start talking to God. Start talking to God. And I guarantee you, you will start seeing a difference in your life. But you know, for all those preachers who out there who have no fear and all this, you know, then that's great. I'm thankful for y'all. You know, God bless y'all. Praises be to God for that. But I just wish they would stop beating everybody up who doesn't have fear. You know what I'm saying? Who does have fear? I mean, who is afraid? Because it's not that the person wants to be afraid. That's a spirit. We got to cast that spirit out. We got to cast that spirit out. So that's all I got, man. I just wanted to tell y'all that, you know, we can fight this thing. We can beat this thing. You know, only God can beat this thing. But if His goal is accomplished, whatever He's doing with this virus, whether it's to get Christians to come back to Him, whether it's to save more souls, whatever He's doing, this thing can be accomplished quickly. This thing will end quickly. You know, I don't know what we should pray for. You know, we can pray for God to end this thing quickly. We can pray for God's will to be accomplished quickly. We can pray for Him to remove the virus. We can pray for Him to create a cure, or for Him to give something the power to cure, or pray for them to find a cure, or however you want to pray. You know what I'm saying? But I just hate that so many people are dying. I hate the fact that so many people are dying. But anyway, man, that's all I got, man. What fellowship does light have with darkness? You cannot reach the level that God is trying to bring you to if you're holding on to things that are of darkness. If you like, I cannot watch the news no more. I just can't, I can't because there's fear surrounding it. You know what I'm saying? So I can't. I'm not ready to watch it right now. You know what I mean? That's like if I'm a preacher and I got a problem with lust, then I can't go to the whorehouse and go preach to them because I may get tempted. I'm not strong enough to do that yet. You know what I'm saying? God showed me years ago when in my journey that I wasn't strong enough to go and sit in a woman's house alone with her. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't strong enough back then to do that. It's certain things that we're not strong enough to do yet. And we have to wait for God to build us up, but we got to seek Him. Um, um, so as far as that fear go, man, that's something that God got to deal with. And like I said, I can't look at the news right now, man, because every time I fight that feeling off me, I go back and look at the news, and that feeling come back. So it puts something on me that I have to keep casting off. So when I get strong enough, then I can go back and look at it. You know. Um, but this is a battle for many of us. We in this thing together, and I just want people to know that you don't have to be perfect. You just have to seek God, and let go and start and start letting go of the darkness. Start letting go of the darkness. Whatever the darkness is in your life, start letting go of it bit by bit. Paul said he died daily. I don't like having a video this long because people don't really listen when they go that long. But man, any questions, hit me up. Y'all be blessed. Enjoy the rest of your day.